Good morning, passport holders. Today is May 29th, 2015, day 210 of the vlogs, and I have been actually able to sleep in today. I'm not sure why I was able to sleep through the first 2 hours of construction, but I did. Since then, it's been nailing down the final pieces on the vlog, which I did finish editing last night, so I was up a little bit later than I probably should have been, which probably is why I slept through some of the construction. Finishing up all the additional kind of work, tags, title, description, thumbnail, closed captioning, all that good fun. So that is all square. At this point, I am getting out of the house just because, even though my father's not technically working, I don't want to be sitting there and interrupting kind of his workflow, because I know that he is doing stuff. Like, he's still working. Even though he's requested the time off, he's working. So, I'm going to get out and go over to the local McDonald's for nothing other than soda, because, yeah, that's going to be one of those things that I'm not going to be able to have. I'm not going to be allowed to have for 14 days coming up here real soon. And I'm going to finish the next episode on the Inside YEC podcast editing, which will be easy. And after that, I will hopefully come back to my car part being here. So, if all that can line up, it'd be a very good start to the day. Hope you guys are having a good one, but let's get it going. Well, I sat at McDonald's for about an hour and a half doing the editing on one episode, and then more really fighting for 45 minutes with Final Cut Pro on exporting just an audio stream, because I'm faster in Final Cut Pro. Obviously, I use it every day. That I am in Logic, so I just kind of have defaulted to using that because I know I can trust it like 100% of the time. And somehow, some way, they borked the export only for audio. The MP3 comes out all weird. The audio levels come out weird on AAC. So I tried to do a bunch of things, restart my computer, have it export to the external hard drive, to the desktop, all that stuff. Just nothing worked. And then I had the brilliant idea as I was driving back here, because my battery was depleted, so I was kind of at my natural break point anyways. I was like, well, why don't I just export it as a video and then strip the audio using any number of the other applications that I have for video editing. And sure enough, it worked perfectly. So I've got one down, I've got 3 to go, but next up is I want to do 3 things before the car part gets here, and it should be here in about an hour and 15 minutes. And that is, I want to do chiming on day 209's closed captioning, which should take me about 15 minutes. I want to eat some lunch, because I need to do that. And then if I can knock out the first pass through the next episode on the YEC podcast, I'd be really pumped. And then my little bonus moment would be to start some laundry, because I'm running a little short. So, you know, if I can do all those things before 2 o'clock, I'd say, before the part gets here, I'd be pumped, and then just sit there and transfer laundry, and then go and do the install on the new car radio. That'd be a really good start to the afternoon. So much stuff to do, though. Part of me loves it, and part of me hates it. I did just get out of BevMo, but it does appear that the USPS delivery has not come through, and will not today. Normally, my father is an absolute vulture regarding mail. He is all about hovering over his mailbox. He says it's always here before 2 o'clock, and at 2 o'clock they were having the cement truck out front, which highly likely meant that the entire cul-de-sac didn't get any mail. I'm more than a little frustrated about it, but the only saving grace on this is that it is a USPS delivery for Amazon, and Amazon tends to have some weird deal with the USPS regarding extra delivery times, or, you know, delivering on Sunday, all that kind of stuff. So I'm holding out hope, although not much. The only solution, or only real hope I have, or saving grace I should really say, is that I am here tomorrow, and there is mail delivery service tomorrow, and the construction is basically done, so the mailman has no option, no clean out at least, regarding that. So I did pick up a 12-pack of beer, because my sister's coming tomorrow. I don't know if either of my stepbrothers are coming down. But I've got an Aston Villa match as well, the FA Cup final, and I've decided not to make any major effort to go out to a bar and enjoy it at 9:30 in the morning here West Coast time. Much easier just to kind of sit on the couch at my parents' place, and there is a huge TV that my father has in the living room. So, it's one of these things where it's early enough, all that good fun. I don't know, maybe I change my mind and do some research tonight to see where I could potentially see it, because that's before most bars in California are open, let alone allowed to be open, so we'll figure it out. But that's kind of what's on the schedule for the rest of the day. Got another episode done. I'm going to handle the last two timings on closed captioning for the channel, 204, 205, and then I'm going to begin to tackle the last two episodes of Inside YEC, and get those off to Scott and Lindsay, because I told them that they would have them today sometime. So hopefully I can blame West Coast time and hanging with family, even if it's after midnight East Coast. So I'm on the fence about a number of things tonight, because there's part of me that wants to go out. It's Friday night, like I should be going out. And then there's part of me that says, no, like don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to be waking up at like 8 a.m. for a 9:30 match. You're going to be drinking at that point. Not worth it. But some really frustrating news. So the first shipment of the car part and then the tools for my upcoming challenge, the construction crew prevented the USPS guy from actually getting here, and as a result, he didn't deliver anything, which is super, super frustrating. And then Amazon and USPS said that it was quote-unquote misaddressed and therefore being returned to the sender. So, okay, cool, I'll get a refund automatically from Amazon. That sucks, though, that I don't get my stuff. So my dad and I talked about it, and we said, well, there's not going to be any construction crew tomorrow. Why don't you just buy it again, right? So we don't know if I'm going to get no shipments tomorrow, one shipment, or two shipments. Real question mark about it. So, unfortunately I couldn't record any of this as I was having these conversations, which I would have loved to have. But that's the unfortunate bit about me being here at my parents' house. They don't allow me to record stuff. And I love and respect them, don't get me wrong, but it makes for painful vlogs for me. So tomorrow is going to be another weird day in the fact that I can't record while I'm sitting here watching the FA Cup final Aston Villa's playing. And then it's made even worse in the fact that I'm kind of committed to being here pretty much all afternoon. My sister gets down here, and this will be the only chance that I get to hang out with her. Somewhere around 2, 3 o'clock is what she told me. So she's notoriously late, but watch, this will be the one time she shows up on time. We've got a dinner reservation to celebrate my birthday at 5 o'clock, which is super early, but I kind of understand my dad's logic in regards to the fact that we can just go there, have a round or two of drinks, and then order food, which I'm cool with. But yeah, so that's like kind of what's on the schedule tomorrow, and I don't think I'm going to be able to record any of it. So this might be one where I do some incognito cams or do some stuff on my cell phone, so that if my parents do end up watching, I'll hopefully already be gone, so I can't get super yelled at. So at this point, though, unless I go out, which I will then edit this section out, I will say thank you for your time and attention. I sincerely appreciate them both. Remember, you never stumble upon opportunity by standing still, so go do cool stuff. Bye for now.